Hello everybody, welcome to OriginalContentHD and welcome to another Kotodaman video. We're doing the bingo for the new My Hero Academia collaboration. This is the second My Hero Academia collaboration. And, you know, it's pretty standard stuff for like an anime collaboration bingo board. The first mission is to clear the Aoyama stage. There are 3 Aoyama stages. There's like the intermediate, there's the expert, and there is the daily stage. So we're starting off here with the intermediate stage, which is very, very easy. To be honest, all 3 of Aoyama stages are very easy. So any of those 3 stages, clearing any of those will contribute towards this mission. And that also applies to the second mission, which is to do it 3 times. So the way I've done it in this video, and I think it's probably the best way to do it, is I've cleared the basic intermediate stage first and foremost. Then I'll show you the more advanced stage, and then I will show you the daily stage. Now I will say, in terms of difficulty, this is by no means one of the hard stages, even on its higher difficulties. So you shouldn't have a problem with any of these, hopefully. I have sort of sped this up because it's just like, I haven't even really put any thought into like the team building or the combos or anything like that. The only thing you have to deal with is the wall debuff, which you can't combo through a wall until you have broken the wall. And yeah, like you don't even need a specific color team or anything. And once you break down that wall, easy peasy. You can defeat him without breaking down the wall if your team has enough oomph. But I wouldn't say that's, well, the easiest thing to replicate consistently. But if you've got the right team, should be a-okay. Now, mission 3. This one is the quiz, so obviously you'll be seeing on the screen the questions and the answers for the quiz. These are also available in the description. As I always say with the quizzes, doesn't matter what team you bring, but don't forget, the questions are not guaranteed to come up in the exact same order for you that they do for me. The questions are in sets, set 1, set 2, set 3. And they are random within their sets. So make sure to just see if you can compare what's written on the screen with what is written on your game screen. And you only need to get 2 right, which is not hard at all. Thankfully, I mean, we did have like a little mini collab recently for Sakuna, which is a game that also had an anime. But it was a very small collab and I didn't have a proper bingo for it. So I didn't make a video for it because it didn't even have a gacha. It just had 2 free units. And that had a quiz and I was really worried if there was a bingo board for it that was like 1,000 gems. I was gonna have a lot of trouble with it. Luckily for me, it didn't. And we have My Hero Academia instead, and I have read My Hero Academia. So it was a lot easier. It was way easier. And plus, there's so much in the way of like a robust wiki and information available online. Anything I didn't know I could look up. And it made making this quiz a little bit easier. But you don't even need to know what any of it says. You just need to get 2 answers right. And then you've done mission 3. Mission 4 is very easy. You will have earned some Hero Academia points. Just go to the gacha screen and there is a free Hero Academia gacha. You just got to summon on it 1 time. And you summon on that 1 time, you get some freebies. And you've done the mission. You can also get additional copies of Deku here. You should be able to max them out without them, but I think you could go even further if you get enough copies to like limit break him and stuff. I haven't double checked that, but that's normally the case. And in mission 5, get Aoyama to max luck. Just mission 1, mission 2, what we did there, just keep doing that till you get to max luck. I think it took about the 3 runs you saw there plus an additional 5 to get him to max luck. Don't forget to check missions because there'll be a bunch of copies in the missions, in addition to the ones you get for clearing the regular stage and the daily stage. Daily stage is always the fastest way to do it, but you can only do it one a day, so it's the fastest in terms of how many copies you get per run, but not necessarily in terms of actual speed because you have to wait a day. Now, Kurogiri stage. We're doing the daily stage. You do not have to clear this, you just have to challenge it. So anyone can do this. This stage, the main gimmicks are the freeze gimmick, which if you combo through it using units that are resistant to freeze, it will get rid of that faster. And a bomb, which doesn't do too much damage. As you saw, the bomb went off there, didn't do too much damage. So I should be setting up with specific units, in this case yellow and black units. But it didn't matter. Not as far as like some of the harder stages go, that was not too bad. It's really not too bad. As long as you have the freeze resist units. Then mission 7 is a really easy one, because all you have to do is clear this new like My Hero Academia story event stage thing. They've actually set you up here. As you can see, I try and spell it out, Endeavor, and then I didn't know what the last two characters were supposed to be, so I just put anything. But these enemies are so weak and the stage is so easy that it really didn't matter what combos I got and what I did, I was gonna win. So that's a very, very easy mission. Mission 8, clear the Himiko Toga daily stage. Not to be confused with the new twice stage, which is twice in brackets Himiko Toga. No, just the Himiko Toga. The one, I believe this is from the first collab, and you need to clear the daily stage. This one's a bit harder, but let me correct myself. You don't have to clear it. You just have to challenge it. So that's pretty easy. We have Shock, which we have to deal with. Obviously, Shock deals damage to units you combo for it with. And we have Bomb to contend with as well. Now, what's interesting is I've always wondered, like, what's the difference between the units that, like, resist Shock? And some of them will reduce the damage you receive from Shock only. Some of them will basically reduce it to 0. And some of them will actually actively heal from being shocked. So you can see like my health was actually going up at one point there, because one of the units I had that resisted shock resisted it to such an extent that they were healing from it, which I thought was kind of cool. So if you have any units like that, bring them along. But yeah, you can see I'm kind of just ignoring the bomb. I don't know if the bomb does that much damage, but as you can see, it's not really going to matter. And that's only if you want to clear the stage, which you do not have to do. You just need to challenge it, and you will clear mission 8. Very nice. Finally, mission 9. Clear the designated story stage. Obviously, you will need to clear the stages prior to it. I had already done that. And then you go in and you beat the stage. Now, in this case, it is clear, not challenge. And even though it might look a bit intimidating with a few debuffs on the screen, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. As long as you bring some units that resist these 2 debuffs, you'll be fine. As always, the wall combo. The only thing that really annoys me about the wall combo is when you realistically should be able to do enough stat damage turn 1 to beat the enemy. But the destroyed wall doesn't let you combo through it until it's gone. So the next stage. So even though you've destroyed it, you can't do it until the next turn. So that kind of sucks, but that's fine. 2 turns to beat a stage is really not a big deal. And that's another stage clear. That's another stage done. And the bingo board is complete. That's 1,000 gems. Not quite the end of the video just yet, because we have a free summon. You get this for doing the quiz, which I normally do it after I finish the quiz, but I forgot, and then I did it at the end of the video instead. So this guarantees you a My Hero Academia unit from the second collaboration, from this collaboration, so not a part 1, and it will be either 4-star or 5-star. Unlucky for me, it's 4-star. There is only one 4-star My Hero Academia Gacha unit in between the 2 collabs, and it's Tokoyami. So we got him, and well, yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.